Imagine getting fired from your first job post-grad over a thrift flip. You don't have to imagine because it happened to me. And today we're gonna do that thrift flip. For reference, I graduated in 2020 during the prime of the pandemic. So I decided to work at a half coffee shop, half vintage store in the town I was living in at the time. This woman that owned it, she was like 26. She had this classic thrift flip that she would do with a flannel and a graphic tee. She'd cut out the graphic of a graphic tee and sew it on the back of the flannel, which if you ask me, isn't that revolutionary? Holy fucking shit, what in the irony right now? It's actually so hilarious. Nor do I know a single person that has a copyright or a patent on that simple idea, right? I've seen it all over Pinterest. How to include this honorary mention. I saw this flannel literally a week after this drama was going down at a random store in Nantucket. From working there, I got inspiration because at the time I had also been previously selling vintage on my Instagram page, which she knew about. At the time too, I had like 100 followers, but one day I had done the same thrift flip, graphic tee on the back of a flannel, and I had even added the cafe that I had worked at and said, inspired from said cafe, which led me to receive this text. The gist of the text was that essentially I have to stop copying the thrift flip that she owns, which how can you actually copy that? Because it being vintage and thrifted items, every design will forever be different. But from the message, she asked me to take it down and to stop doing those thrift flips and alluded to the fact that I could no longer work there if I continued doing so. So I said, that's funny because looks like I no longer work there. But I thank the universe for weird shit like that happens to me because it pushed me to sell vintage 100% on my own and start a TikTok career in quotation marks, which is what I've been doing ever since. So now we are at the thrift store that we're going to find this flannel and graphic tee from. Graphic tee, graphic tee. My God, it actually smells like pure farts in here. This is the flannel I found. That's the t-shirt I found. Pause, because that's a really nice sweater. Do I need that for me personally? I might. Anyways, A plus B equals C. You know how to sew a square patch on the back of a flannel. Here it is in all her glory. We'll do a try on. Yeah, you knew exactly how this was gonna look. Would I ever wear this? No. It totally was worth almost being fired over.